Hello. Just going to record a podcast episode. Hi, if you are joining me, this is going to be episode number 41. So buckle in. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Fulfilled Musicpreneur podcast. I hope you have had a lovely week. Happy New Month. I'm recording this on October 1st. Happy New Month. And I really hope you are proud of what you've done so far because we are down to the last quarter of the year. But if you feel like you've not done enough, you have 90 days to go. So just buckle in, um, take some time, take stock of what you've done, take a moment to think about what you would love to accomplish for the rest of the year. Prioritize things down and get to it. That's just my thoughts for the last quarter of the year. Today, I wanted to talk about something every artist will do over and over again, and that is running pre release marketing campaigns for our singles or albums. Now, um, into my second album, currently working on my second album, and I have released 4 songs so far from my second album. And I released all of the songs on my first album as singles before I released the whole thing together as an album. So I have come to pick up lots of little bits and pieces here and there over and over again as I have released singles. And I've essentially stuck to what I thought works. And that's what I'm going to share with you. You probably already have um, your own strategies that you use. So feel free to pick and choose what you will from what I talk about today. All right. So if you've heard me talk, you've heard over and over that I'm a fan of multitasking. And whenever possible, I love to kill 2 birds or more birds with one stone. So today I'm going to talk about how you can run a pre-release campaign as well as grow your email list, because I think that's a really great way to grow your email list. Now, first of all, the first thing that I like people to think about is having a freebie. Now, the easiest freebie to have when you are releasing single after single is to have something that you think will relate to everyone. It could be the story behind your latest song or the story behind the theme of the album you're working on, and that way you get to use that freebie over and over again. So if you've listened to me for a while, you know that I have a course called Monetize Your Music in 3 days. It's currently free. I'm using it as a freebie to sign on people, to sign on artists and emerging artists onto my email list. But I think there's a lot of value in the course. If I were to sell it, I think it's probably worth £99, to be honest with you, because it teaches you how to monetize your music and it's something that you can do over and over again. So it's easily worth £99. But if you haven't had access to it yet, let me know, email me, or just click the link below in the description and you should be able to get it there. But you can easily and quickly do an ebook from your songs. And I show you how to do that in the course, in the mini course. Now, I just went through this with one of my clients, and To be honest with you, it takes a lot of planning, but when you have it all put together, I think it's an amazing feeling, to know that you can start posting on social media, running a pre-saved campaign, and while doing that, you are also growing your email list. So I think this is an episode that's definitely worth listening to. So number one, get a freebie. Easiest one, write an ebook around the story behind your song. So essentially, what is the message that you want this single to leave with the audience? Is there a story behind the song? Is there something that happened? It's funny the amount. It's funny the kind of things people relate to, people find interesting, but they find interesting things like where you wrote the song, where you got the inspiration of the song, how you wrote the song. I remember saying once that I wrote this song on Facebook Messenger, and someone was like, "Wow, that's unique. I've never heard that before." And I was like, "Really? That's what you find interesting?" So just go ahead and just put some details in, um, either in a video or in an ebook, and write the story behind the song, but also think about maybe three messages, three lessons that you would like people to take away. If if you want to make it longer, then maybe write the story behind a couple of the songs, and that way you can flush it out a little. My freebie, one of my other freebies is called 7 Days to Living Fearless. And I picked three songs and I wrote about the story behind them and did it in the style of a 7 day devotional. So maybe about 2 to 3 days, I picked one song and then moved to the other song and then to the last song. And with the ebook, I gave free downloads of the song. So people got to listen to the songs, read the ebook/devotional, and I also left some spaces for people to journal. And I actually guided them on what to journal. So that's something that you can easily do with your songs. And then when I did that, I went on Canva and I designed it. No, actually, I didn't do that. I got someone to do it for me. I'm not a great designer, but Canva is actually quite easy to use. So I think I can probably attempt to design it. I just know it's not my area of strength. So I defer very easily to someone who I know will do a great job. So she designed it and it was beautiful. We used some of my photos from a shoot that I had. We used some natural scenic pictures as well. It's just beautiful. If you haven't seen that ebook, you really should ask me and I'll send it to you. All right. Okay. So number one, get a freebie. Number two, you want to deliver your song or your single to your DSP. So whichever one that you use, either CD Baby, DistroKid, TuneCore, there's lots of them. Now, when you deliver it, assume about a week later, they will be delivered to Spotify. And you'll get an email saying your song has now been delivered to Spotify and this is the release date. Now, you go on your Spotify for artists, all right? And you can pitch it at that time, okay? So something that you can do actually before you pitch it is to write down the story behind the song. So write it in an article style because you're going to use this over and over again for each stage of the campaign, right? So you write it down. You could also write it as a blog post and post it on your website. It's a really great way to populate a blog when you actually write down the story behind your songs in the style of an article. And then you pitch it on Spotify for artists. You take bits and pieces from the blog post or from the article that's relevant and just add a little bit of it to your pitch. Then you want to create the pre-save campaign, right? So What I use, there are many websites for this as well, but I use show.co. So that's a free service that anyone can use. You just need to sign up. You need the link of the song that's going to be released from your Spotify for Artists. So once you get that link, you can go to show.co and create a pre-save campaign. Now, you get the option of also adding an unlock. So how I create my pre-save campaigns, people can pre-save, but then they also have the option of giving me their email. And when they give me their email, they unlock something. So when I design the campaign, I put in the page that's asking them to pre-save it, I say, pre-save my single and get a free gift or get an early access to the song, and then when they give me the email address, then they get a free copy of both the song and the ebook in their email address. So they've pre-saved and they've also joined my email list. Okay. And then you start getting, you start collecting what you need for your pre-save campaign. So at this time, you're probably about 4 weeks away, 3 to 4 weeks away from your release date. So a couple of things that'll be really handy to get will be obviously your single artwork. And if you were like me, you probably had a couple and you picked one. So actually, even the ones that you did not use as the final artwork, they're not really wasted because you can use them. You can still use them for your ads, for just for awareness, just to post on social media. So it's not really wasted. So collect your artwork. You can get some videos, maybe 30-second videos for a reel or for reels. So for me, for the project I did this year, I did a studio session where I recorded songs, both audio and visual, on the same day. So all the songs I'm releasing this year, they all have videos already. So I just clipped maybe 20 seconds from the videos, and I clipped about maybe 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 different videos that I use in my campaigns. And then you also take snippets from your story behind the song article that you've written. So you can just take a paragraph here and there that you can post. So essentially, you post a video or a picture, you post a paragraph telling people something around why the song is going to be amazing, why they should pre-save it, and they also see the video, and that grabs people's attention. People love watching videos. And then you ask them to pre-save it. And you can also put there, if you pre-save it and you give me your email address, you get early access to the song. Okay. So that is essentially how I do it, and that's how I teach my clients to do it. I think it's great, killing two birds with one stone that way. So if you don't have recorded videos, you can get creative around it. You can essentially record your screen from either Logic Pro or when the song is being produced. So you can just get that video of the screen playing your song, or you could essentially sing the song as it's playing in the background. So you just want a snippet of your song to be playing. You want to be doing something while it's playing, and you just grab a video of that. What else can you do? you can do a dance. There's now people on Fiverr that offer to do a 15-second dance for a song. So you can go on Fiverr, employ or get these people to do a video for you, and you can use that in your pre-save campaign. People see a video, they love it, they listen, they pre-save. Okay. Um, Something else that you can use is behind the scenes. So I'm sure you know to document whenever you're co-writing, going to the studio, you want to be documenting all the way, getting pictures, getting short videos of what you're doing. And then you can use those as well on social media along with your pre-save link, telling people over and over, if you want to support me, this would be a great way to support it. If you love my music, if you know it's blessed you in the past, do you want to do me a solid, pre-save my song, give me your email address, and you'll listen to the song right away. Things like that. And people are generally great at doing that as long as you're adding value. You're not just going on social media and just saying, hey, pre-save my song. Bye. No, you actually spend some time to talk about why the song is important, not just to you, but what you hope it helps them with. So if you've seen my social media recently, I released a song called When Desperation Meets Faith. And I talked about the story behind the song, but I also kept saying things like, I'm just hoping this song will um, inspire you in your worship, will inspire you in your heart posture for when you pray. And then I just over and over just talked about my heart for the song and what I hope the song will do for people and why I thought the song was important. And then you want to make sure you are tracking your pre-saves, because what happens is that you're posting and people are not really pre-saving. um, so if you're tracking it, you know if what you're doing is working or not, and you can tweak it to make it more effective or actually approach people individually. That's a great way to do it. Okay. So where can you post? You can obviously post on social media. You can aim to post maybe about 3 times a week. So if you're doing that 3 to 4 weeks before your release date, you know that's a good while that you can campaign for pre-saves, right? Where do you post? You can send out the campaigns to your email list as well, and tell them over and over that you're already on my email list, so you don't need to do that. But if you pre-save, you will get notified when the song is out. So I say things like you will receive a link to the song in your email address. You will be notified, and then me personally, when I've pre-saved songs and I've been notified, it's real easy for me to just click on that link and play it. Otherwise, there's a good chance that it'll still be a while before I hear the song. So just tell them if you pre-save it, you will actually receive a notification when the song is out. Where else? So for me, I was sending out emails to my email lists a couple of times a week, maybe once or twice every week. And then make sure you're also posting in groups. I think that's a really great place to post, because in groups, especially songwriting groups, music groups, these are all artists who are looking at what people are doing so they can know the trends, see what's working. They know the struggle of an artist, and it's real easy for them to support you when they see your post and you're running a pre-save campaign. And if they see you're doing a great job of encouraging people, they're going to support you, they're going to click it, they're going to listen, they're going to encourage you. And also they know that when they have a single that's going to come out, they are going to promote it as well in these groups. So I think groups, Facebook groups, are a great place to promote your music, to share, and to add value. But you want to make sure you're going to these groups and you are posting and engaging and adding value way before you have anything to ask. So you're not just coming on when you have a favor to ask or you have an ask and then just asking and getting out. That's not really the way to do it. You want to make sure you're commenting on other people's posts, you are adding value to the group, and you are essentially being someone who is participating in that group as well. Okay. Now, the other thing I didn't talk about is that you'll need a landing page. So I use MailChimp for now. I use MailChimp and I show my clients how to create a landing page. And what's really helpful is you create this landing page, you tell people what this ebook is about. And before then, you would have given a couple of friends the ebook to go through real quick and to give you a testimonial. And then you can grab those testimonials and put on your landing page as well as social proof that, hey, this book is actually worth reading. These people found value in it. So you have the book cover picture, you have a spiel of what the book is about, and you have people saying, oh, I loved this book so much, you really should read it. You have all of that. And then you create the landing page, and then you use that link on the pre-save campaign in show.co. So when people pre-save and they give you the email, it goes straight to the landing page, and they can also give the emails there and be added to your email lists automatically, and you need to do nothing. And obviously, I need to mention that you really should have your welcome series already set up. So when people join, they're receiving a series of emails from you introducing your heart around your music, what your vision and your mission is for your music, and why they should care. Essentially, you introduce yourself over a series of 4 to 5 emails over the next week or so. You need to have all of that set up straight away, because then it'll just be a seamless assimilation into your community when that happens. So I think that's about it. So let me just quickly go over the many steps again. Number 1, create a freebie. If you want a free mini course on how to create a freebie as an artist, click the link in the description, and I will send you a access to the mini course, or just email me. I will send you the mini course. Number 2, you obviously have your song produced, mixed and mastered, ready to go. You submit your song to your DSP. Then you sit down and write out the story behind your song. What lessons did you learn from the experience you had when you wrote the song? What do you want people to take away with them when they listen to the song? You can also multitask this, post this article on your blog. This is the same article that you may send out when you've released the songs, and you're sending this out to blogs and playlists, when you're marketing post release. So you're going to use this story behind the song article over and over again. So you're better off just sitting down once and writing it, just write the full thing because you're going to use it over and over again. Next, you pitch it on Spotify for artists. Number 5, you create a pre-save campaign. I shall say that before number 5. So number 5 should be you create a landing page using any of the platforms that can do that for you. Number 6 then should be you create the pre-save campaign. And I use show.co for that. Okay. And your pre-save campaign will say, pre-save my song and receive a free or early access to the song from me, or pre-save my single and get a surprise gift from me. Next, number 7, collect videos of the songs, pictures, behind the scenes, and get ready to start your pre-save campaign. So you post, you write a little bit of story behind the song, and you can just take a couple of lines from your article, your story behind the song article. You pick a couple of lines and you post every 2 to 3 days on social media, on Facebook groups, and to your email lists. Okay. You track your pre-saves, make sure people are actually pre-saving, and change course if you're not getting the result that you want. Rethink what can you do differently to get the results that you want so people can actually pre-save. Think of the different places you can pre-save. Try Facebook groups, try WhatsApp groups, and your email lists, colleagues. Introduce your neighbors to your music. Get creative, because a pre-save campaign that's successful will help when the song is released. All right, that brings me to the end of how I run a pre-release campaign for my singles. I hope this has brought you great value. Let me know if you have any questions. Send me an email. All my information is in the description below, and I will see you next time on another episode of the Fulfilled Musicpreneur podcast. Take care. Bye for now.